Hey everybody, we just want to thank our patrons, really supporting us, really appreciate it. We're going to list out all our patrons. We're going to do this after every episode now. So, Kane, go ahead and list out all our patrons.
Lamar Karimi.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.
Viewer discretion advised. The Awjiz Boys with Dawood and Kane as satire shows intended for mature audience. Okay, the view, thought, and opinion expressed are solely those of the Awjiz Boys and do not represent any business, partner, or affiliate.
Okay.
Okay?
That's all it.
Okay, you chicken more.
Is it because she was bad?
She was an attractive person for
That
sure.
helps a lot.
That 100% helps.
Because she's heard all the riz.
Yeah, we're not rizzing. I'm just being myself.
Bro, comedy is rizzing.
Comedy is not
You're
rizzing.
rizzing the crowd.
Dude, you are making the funny and grizz are different, dude. Because there's a lot of guys who disgust and make laugh. Do you know?
Disgust?
There's some comedians that are fucking. You think Bobby Lee is rizzing the crowd when he gets naked and shows his little dick
He
to
has
people?
weird riz. It's still riz. It's just a weird riz.
No, there are sets that fuck.
Damn it. I like all this. I wish I was recording for majority of this.
You're not recording this?
I've recorded parts of it, but
Yeah.
not all of it. I want to kind of start.
We can start. We're just talking. This is what we do every episode.
I know, but it's kind of like there is a start. Thus far, it's just been like in the middle of our conversation.
We've
How
never
about
had a
this?
start.
The handshake when we held our hands. That's kind of like when it
Okay, I
started.
guess that stuff we don't even talk about, right?
We don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
you're right.
formatting or
Okay.
anything.
But now you can't. Yeah, this is part of the formatting stuff. So now we start.
Banana,
I like bananas and coffee.
yes.
What was the banana? What was that?
I just threw a word for us to say that this has started.
Okay, that's our safe word. Banana might come up in conversation though.
It would come up in that situation, actually. Can I ask you something? Do you like women that travel often and are single?
No, I like women who travel a lot and aren't single.
Explain.
Because they cheat on their husbands, and I'll be there for that.
But what if you're the recipient?
Oh,
of
you
that?
mean my partner?
Your partner.
Nah, dude, it's okay if she cheats.
That's okay.
No,
But she's not allowed to cheat with you.
no, I don't want to be cheated on. Women who travel a lot.
And are single.
Well, what's the single part? What do you mean single? Like they travel alone, or they're like?
Maybe they're traveling with other girls, or they're traveling by themselves and meeting people
What-
in that destination.
Her being single, if she's single, she's not my girlfriend. I don't give a fuck what she does.
No, what's your thoughts on girls in general that are
travel?
just traveling all the time?
Good for them, dude. See the world. Get some Italian dick. Get some Greek dick. Get some fucking Macedonian dick. You know?
And you want that?
Hey, as long as the body count is under whatever number we've agreed on to my body count max.
Your number keeps going up each time.
Well, I keep talking to women and they keep shaming me for having a number. So like, all right, 150
Got it.
bodies. All right, maximum for now.
Okay. Does it vary between ethnicities?
Yeah. So
We got him. We got him.
150 bodies, one black man max.
Ooh. No, I was thinking the other way around, though. I was thinking like Asian women, the maximum body they can have is 35 to date you. But a
Okay.
white girl could have 200 bodies and still be able to date you. You know what I mean?
You're talking about, do I discriminate? No. They
don't do that?
Unless, no, I don't care. I don't treat women differently by their race.
You
Except
don't
for-
care about that body count part.
No, I do treat women different by their race, but like only because like I try to like, I'm just a thoughtful boyfriend. So like, all right, well, she's an Asian chick. She
Yes.
probably wants an Asian gift.
Yes, which is
Shoes that she made. Or if she's a white lady,
Yes.
bring her some rocks, some crystals.
But I feel like colonized that. That wasn't their thing. What's a
White
white?
ladies they've always had crystals.
No, that's not always. They went to a fucking land that they colonized. Like, y'all like rocks and crystals? We
Who's
want to
the
take
original crystal people. I think it's like some like, well, the Himalayan salt rock lamp, you know what I'm talking about, Himalayans?
Yes.
So that's like kind of us.
There we go.
We
Exactly.
the original crystal people, dude.
Yeah. I would give it to
What
us.
does Zoroastrians believe in? Don't they believe in crystals and shit?
Damn, I wish I knew.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's one of those things. Someone told me like we have these conversations and then we don't know what a thing is and then we just leave it. He's like, you guys should like table it and at the end be like, this is what that was, this is what this was.
That's not this pod.
That's fair. Yeah.
Somebody commented on TikTok and was like, I like what you guys are doing, but here's some advice. I would appreciate it if you guys bring other Afghans to help uplift the community. And
Uplift the community.
I said Afghan and uplift. And I said no.
Yeah. Of course not, dude. Afghans don't. I've never seen an Afghan uplift the community.
Moshalizi.
Yeah?
Hey, donate like 100,000 to like a random charity just
Okay,
overnight.
That's not uplifting anything. All right. He donated to a charity that's going to keep most of the money for themselves. He uplifted a charity. No, that's actually great. I'm not going to shout people donating money, but
Yeah.
like, you know what it is with the people. I've talked enough shit about
We talked enough. But okay, so a woman is single and she's traveling.
No, dude,
And she's going to like, all right, I'm in Argentina. I'm going to Greece. I'm doing all these things. Are you like, oh no, once, let's say this girl you're kind of interested in, are you like, oh shit, now that if I do date her, I have to give her this type of lifestyle?
So that could be an insecurity for people. I understand that. Like if a woman, I'm more threatened by a woman with money than just a woman who travels.
If a woman travels, she has to have money.
Yeah, well, maybe she's doing like the fucking hostile shit, you know? Like doing gritty traveling,
But that's like a policy.
backpacking, you know?
Yeah. Do you like those type of girls?
No, that's more of a turn off.
Yeah.
I don't mind a chick that travels.
You don't mind
a rich
it?
chick that travels. It can be intimidating to men to try to keep up that lifestyle, but I travel a lot. I love to travel.
Okay.
I travel for my job.
Yes.
So,
But you travel more nationwide rather
Or
than
domestically,
internationally.
but I do international. I'll be in Belgium next year and Holland and stuff, and I did
see.
London, you know. But yeah, not as much as them.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When you're dating a girl, do you say at what point does body count come up? Like how long do you have to date before that becomes a conversation? Whether it's you or them bringing it up.
Ask.
You don't ask.
I don't ask.
Knowing you're not the type of person to even care.
Yeah.
So I could see that, but at the same time, like it comes up in conversation.
It'll come up. It depends. It's mostly girls who are less experienced, who have less bodies, who are always curious about that kind of stuff.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, like if she's only had like one or two bodies, and then she asks me my body count, and I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Damn.
My number. Which I don't know my number,
But why are you messing with a girl that has one or two bodies?
I don't know. Why would I care the opposite way? You know what, bro? I need a chick with at least 150 bodies.
Well, you said you like a girl that travels.
Yeah. No, just because you travel doesn't mean you're a hoe.
I think.
I know a lot of women who are just traveling just to see shit. They're not out there like trying to fuck dudes and stuff. Or they go with their girls and just, they party and they have fun.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Let's say you meet a girl and she is sanguine. So, like, what's the best way to describe sanguine to like the non-Afghans listening?
Classy?
Classy. I like that.
Yeah,
let's say classy. She's a classical looking woman and you're like, oh, she's probably traditional values and everything. Yeah. And you're maybe attracted to that. Let's just say one.
Yeah. So far, so good.
You meet a couple of her friends and they're all thoughts. Yeah. And they identify as thoughts. So they're like, I'm out here living my best life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. They're happy with it. And you're like, amazing.
Yeah, good for you. Suck that dick, lady.
Do you judge that woman differently if they're super close? You're like, hold on a second.
That's a good question. Because there's obviously birds of a feather is a thing, right? What's the old saying? Birds of a feather
are Jewish?
Or they suck cocks together or something.
That's a brilliant one. Thank you so much. That's a killer one. Thank you.
They're Jewish is what you said? We throw Jews under the bus all the time. But,
someone's got to. Yeah.
No, it is a bit of a red flag if all your friends are hoes. Yeah. But, like, I'm not dating your friends, I'm dating you.
But at that point, would that disqualify her a little bit? If that's what you wanted.
Bro, we did this last time, bro.
Yes.
We did the whole, if she's a 10, but
yes.
And how many times did I say, I had no deal breakers, okay? Armpit hair. That's the one thing. That's the only thing. I don't care how many people you fucked. If you have armpit hair, that's the one deal maker for me. Okay.
She's like, I'm a virgin, but I haven't shaved my armpits this week.
No, thank you.
It's
I'm good.
khalas.
Yeah, dude.
We're done with this. That is incredible.
What about you?
Bodies, or what do you mean?
All of it, dude. You asked me you put me on the spot.
I don't know, but I hate it when you say "what about you" when I ask you so many specific
Answer
questions.
them all right
Oh,
now, dude.
God.
What about? Okay, so what do you think of a woman who travels? Is that unattractive to you?
It depends on where she travels to.
Nigeria.
Amazing. I support it.
Why do you support Nigeria?
Anything international, usually I'm cool with. If a woman's constantly going to Miami,
I see.
if she goes to Saudi Arabia once, probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? It depends on the places she goes.
Yeah. Saudi. Interesting.
Saudi's a place, exactly.
Yeah.
Unless she's allowed to go to Saudi Arabia if she's hijabi, and I wouldn't care. Then I'd be like, that's okay.
I see.
If she's a non-hijabi going to Saudi Arabia, that's a red flag.
Yeah, because you can't pay what they paid.
I can't compete. You know what I'm saying? That's worse than the traveling thing. The Miami thing part, I think girls that party all the time is,
Yeah, Miami's a red flag.
yeah.
Sure.
But
But it's not the end of the. I have no problem with party chicks as long as, because I'm a party guy,
you are.
you know. So I like someone on the same speed as me, but yeah, it is a bit of a red flag. But I don't know. I like someone who you could take to a party and then you can just leave. They can go do their thing. You do your thing. You don't have to babysit somebody. I hate that.
I think that's more maturity rather than like, oh, this person needs to have gone to many parties in order to know how to behave.
It's like an extroverted thing. I think there's a lot of people who are very timid and shy, and you leave them for a second, and they're just in the corner, like, you know,
Yes.
they can't handle.
Facts.
I'm not gonna make friends.
Got it.
Me, you throw me in any situation,
Yes.
fucking everybody's gonna know my name, like it or not.
But were you always like this?
No, alcohol. Alcohol helps. No,
I would say 100% the same thing.
for sure, alcohol is needed
Definitely.
to be extroverted, but
It's a lubricant. Or poppers, that's a lubricant too.
poppers aren't a lubricant.
Well,
They
it
make your
acts.
butthole last a lot wider.
You don't need lubricant then.
No, I got a fucking loose butthole.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't even have to squat when I shit. I'm like a horse, bro.
Like a horse? Horses are constantly standing? Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
they shit and walk, dude.
I see. But the way that they are is like they're in a position that I feel like gravity helps still.
What do you mean gravity helps?
You know what I'm saying? Like the way that their asses are and their
Yeah,
legs are. It's kind of like if you're standing, but you're also doing the, you know what I
like
mean?
you're
Like,
on your knees.
you're not on your knees, but let's say on your hands and feet.
You think horses are on their hands and feet? They don't got 4 feet?
I think it's hand and feet. If I had to,
You think so? You think
I think it's-
horses got hands, bro?
yeah. I don't. I mean, if we
They got arms, bro?
if we had to look at it from the
They don't got 4
metamorph,
legs?
No.
Well, how many? Hey, what do spiders have? Spiders got. They don't got 6 legs. They got 3 arms and 3 legs. What are you talking about, bro?
yeah, they got 2 arms, and then they
two
got.
arms.
I
The
got
top
3
ones
legs.
are arms. The rest are legs.
Okay, that's different. Okay, we're talking about mammals. Okay,
Okay,
I'm
alright,
just
good to know.
basing all of this anatomy
Yeah.
from those like goosebumps type books when you were
Yeah.
a kid, Metamorphosis, and it was like a child that would turn into an animal. Do you remember those book
I don't
covers?
think you're talking about Goosebumps.
It's not Goosebumps. It's called Metamorphosis. I think.
Animorphs.
Animorphs.
Animorphs. And then the pages
yeah.
at the very bottom right corner, if you flip them really fast,
Yeah.
you would see the transition.
Oh, I did not. I moved
Yeah.
into that.
The Gen Z one is just a man turning into a woman. On the Animorphs. 'Cause it's always like a man into a wolf or something.
Now I don't blame Gen Z because we all wanted to transform into
Dude,
something.
We grew up on Animorphs, dude. Transformers,
Yeah.
Animorphs.
Exactly.
Even the Power Rangers became something else.
Yeah.
You know?
They got together to be this giant
Dude,
beast.
they were non-binary.
Exactly.
Wow. Yeah, dude, if a Power Ranger could be a foot, you could be a lady. Do you know what I'm saying?
I guess you could.
Yeah.
So women that travel alone. That's not a red flag for you. That's not. Well, you said the Miami
What are my
thing.
red flags? I don't have red flags. I'm the most open-minded man when it comes to women. Let's do this. Maybe what are the opposite of like progressive? Because I'm clearly a progressive guy, right?
Sure.
So I'm open-minded to all this like gay progressive shit.
Yes.
What about conservative values? Maybe I'm against those. Maybe those are my red flags.
Oh.
Like, what about a woman? Like, here we go.
Yes.
A woman who doesn't drink.
Hold on a second.
That is a red flag for me.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
we're the Awjiz
we're the
Boys.
Awjiz Boys.
I'm Kane.
And I'm a wolf. Sorry, I'm done. Yeah.
What if a woman puts on a headscarf?
I don't mind the hijab then.
You don't mind at all?
I appreciate the hijab.
Okay, cool. A woman doesn't drink is a red flag for you?
It's a red flag for me. I don't want her to be like getting wasted left and right, but like, have a drink with me, let's go out. I don't know. How are you going to date somebody? I can't go on a date sober.
That's
Sober
true.
dates are the worst fucking things I've ever done
What
in
if
my life.
what if girls will date you like that, but then once you guys are serious, they stop?
I don't mind that.
Oh, okay,
That's life.
initially.
But I need a little bit of alcohol in the beginning for both parties
Yeah.
to loosen up. Because, like, you know how dates are. You're
Yes.
both, like, trying to present your best self. Alcohol brings out the real you sometimes.
I feel you.
So-
I feel you.
Yeah. People who don't drink is a bit of a red flag for me. And then there's obviously, you don't want an alcoholic, but, like, someone who's willing to have a drink here or there.
What if a woman's like, I'm a virgin?
That's not a red flag that much. It's not
Today?
It's not the worst thing. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just kind of an interesting. I would have so many more questions.
Okay.
Like, what's wrong with you?
I see.
But I would.
But let's say
respect
she's beautiful and you
that.
find
If
her
she's
attractive.
beautiful and she's a virgin. Then
Yeah.
no, that's the opposite of a red flag. Good for her.
Okay, so
She has a lot of self control.
got it. So if that's the opposite of a red flag, you would say she's a green flag, right?
That's a green flag.
That's a green flag. So
Yeah.
a woman being a virgin and she's beautiful. Not
Yeah.
because-
A fat virgin is not a green flag.
there we go.
It's a way of life.
Exactly.
It just happens. It's like a tumbleweed. You don't know where it comes from. You just don't know who's gonna fuck that tumbleweed.
It's a nest. from
Tumbleweeds
birds.
actually move more than the fat virgin.
Okay, so a woman being a virgin, that's a great point. I think I want to talk about this a little bit. So when people are like, I'm a virgin, I'm preserving myself for God. If they're,
They're saving themselves for God. Is that what they say?
well, yeah, I guess, sorry.
God's about to pop that cherry, dude.
Well, I want it to be holy matrimony, you know what I'm saying?
Different type of
For
holy.
the,
Sorry.
for the consummation to happen, right? So if that's what women want, or even men, they're like, these are the things I want to do. But then you see them and you're like, you're in the dating market, your value would be super low. That if you never did this, we wouldn't even care. You know what I mean?
Wait, say that again.
So if
Why is
a
their value
woman,
low if they have never had sex?
no, I said your value, if they were in the dating market,
Yeah.
would have been low
Why?
because they're not attractive people. But now that they're like, I'm a virgin, I'm trying to stay like this to stay away.
That makes them more attractive?
I think it does. I think
think
it
it
the
makes it
I think the mystery adds a lot to it. If you're like about it, if that's your brand, like by the way, this
They're just
one.
gonna end up starfishing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's starfishing?
You never heard of starfishing?
I have not heard of starfishing. They cut one side and then two starfish grows.
Exactly. That's what
Thank
happens.
you.
No, when you have sex with a chick and she just like starfishes, she just lies there,
God damn it!
you know?
Is that
Just Patrick starring, you know?
wait? What is that? What it's called?
Is mayonnaise a sex position?
Wait, is that an episode that I missed?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? That's what he says.
You're good at that voice.
It's just my natural voice.
You're Patrick this whole time.
That's what I'm hiding. That's my natural voice.
I want to know,
We don't know what. Starfishing?
what does that mean?
That's the position.
So she does nothing.
She just lies there like a fucking starfish.
So you think these women will just over time just not care about sex?
I think they just won't know. And what I've read some stuff for like, I don't know how it works with Muslim women, but I've read for Christian women when they're preserving they're saving themselves.
Yeah.
Right? It's something that they hold special about them. And then once they don't have that anymore,
Yeah.
they lose some value in their minds.
Okay.
Right? They're not holy or they're not clean or any of that stuff anymore.
Okay.
They don't learn to appreciate sex because I've been hammered so hard to not.
Oh, I see. So it's only like for procreating kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you should enjoy sex. Also, I've had sex with some chicks who've only dated like super Muslim dudes.
Yes.
Let me tell you, these poor women.
Yes.
Hey man,
Tell me.
make your ladies come, dude. It's not-
So I want you to qualify this a little bit. So Dawood, who is a Luchak Birariat, is that what you would identify as?
Fair enough. I'll take it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is somebody somebody who's on the streets, like someone who's out there, right?
Yeah, I'm on the streets.
You're cultured sexually. You're cultured sexually.
Okay, I don't want to seem like I'm some sort of Adonis and I'm out here slanging amazing dick.
What's Adonis?
Adonis, like a really handsome, like Greek god kind of a thing.
Maybe you are in the Afghan community, bro. You're 6'4". You're 7 feet tall, dude. You're
I'm the only guy who got protein in his head.
No, they got protein. Actually, no, sorry. They're protein.
Files, yeah. PDF files. We got to be careful with the language.
Yeah, we.
But what were we gonna say? Yeah, I'm not out here like I'm so good at sex.
Yes.
I'll probably let you down too. But compared to a lot of like these people,
Yes. The halal.
the stories I've heard,
Yes.
most of these, like I feel like I've talked to people after shows and they're just like, yeah, I've never had an orgasm.
Wow.
So what the fuck? I never had an orgasm. Poor lady. You
Yeah.
know, like that's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
But that's a woman, right? She's used to it.
What?
I mean, like guys, when like when you're like what, a kid, you
Yeah.
discover masturbation or something, and you're like, hey, I came or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's all over pop culture, masturbation for guys.
Yeah, you don't think women are out here flicking the bean?
Now it is. We're seeing that more in media, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would say when I was a kid, I barely saw that, other than not another teen movie. If you remember that opening scene,
What was the opening scene?
she's playing with a dildo, and then hits her birthday.
It's like an insane deal, and everybody comes in.
everybody comes in.
What is she watching? I remember she was watching like Dawson's Creek or some shit.
Yeah, I think she was
Yeah.
watching something like
Doesn't she fall through the ceiling or something too in that scene? Or is
that.
later?
Was a separate scene when
okay.
she's coming down the stairs.
Okay. Yeah,
To
but
Captain
I remember
America.
I remember the dildo being hilariously comical. And I didn't know what it was at the time when I saw it.
Oh yeah,
What the hell is that?
yeah. I recall the same thing. I was like, oh, this is kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it was gross. Master, don't touch yourselves, ladies.
Yeah,
That's how it was.
that's how it was.
That's how it was.
Exactly.
Now we're open minded.
Yeah,
Touch yourselves, ladies.
as much as possible, especially if you're dating a halal guy, because they won't.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like maybe they don't go down on women.
I've talked to a lot of
Yeah.
Afghan guys. I talked to a lot of like
Do Afghan
super
guys go
Muslim
down on
guys.
chicks?
No,
Interesting.
no. So the more religious they are, they don't do it.
Yeah.
And I've talked to some guys that are like, dude, that's so gross. Why would I ever go down? Like they're saying stuff that I'm like,
You a fucking child?
that's what I mean. It's like, she's like, oh, women pee out of that, like stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know how to.
Pee out of that?
Yeah. Like, and this person was 30,
Yeah, you're a grown ass
a
man.
grown ass man. And I was like, okay, I guess that's fine. I guess good on you or something like that.
Yeah. That's fucking poor ladies.
And then there's other things as well. There was like a saying where it's like, oh, you can't satisfy a woman with your penis, so you have no choice but to use your mouth.
Oh, their dicks are so fire.
They're saying their dicks is amazing enough that I don't need to do that. That's only for the guys that are dicks are horrible and they have to go down on women.
That is awesome and so cocky. I love that mentality.
Yeah, I
You don't watch porn stars with the biggest dicks on the planet go down on women ever.
They skip that part.
Yeah. You're like, this guy's dick's big enough. What does he need to do this
Exactly.
part?
I mean, in my defense, I skipped that part too. But on the
I don't watch that part.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
I
you
don't
know?
get off watching it.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
awkward.
We talked about it with Andrew. He gets off on it. He mainly just watches that. But no. I think that the best part about sex, or the best sex, is when it's like free flowing and y'all just doing whatever to
Yeah.
make each other happy.
Exactly.
That's how it
You
should
don't
be.
overthink it. You know?
Yes.
But also, I think it's like penetration.
Yep.
Only like a small number of women can come from just penetration.
Facts.
Like you need to do all the other stuff.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'll throw a vibrator in there. You know what I'm saying? It'll get wild.
I mean, if it makes her feel better.
Yeah, dude. I'll put a strap on for her. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Why do you put on a strap on?
Just cause does. You know, make her happy.
Wait. Why don't you just use your penis?
I forgot how to have sex for a second.
Oh, I see.
Well, penis isn't good enough, apparently. You know, I go
Okay.
down on women. So let's put on a strap on, make her feel, you know, give her a real one.
If your penis is not good enough, you just go down on her and then you're good.
Nah, I gotta put a strap on.
Put a strap on?
Yeah.
Is it like
I
one
like
of
to
those?
put a strap on her.
Oh.
She doesn't use it on me. She just has it. They have a little, have a little joystick when you're smashing.
This is great. Can we take
This is like one of the dirtiest episodes.
Can we take a quick little break?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
We'll be back, guys, with more Awjiz Boys.
Hey, listeners, let's talk about elevating your wardrobe with some serious style.
Absolutely. If you're all about expressing yourself and supporting the movement to normalize cannabis, then you gotta check out the Urban Connoisseur. They've got an incredible lineup of apparel that's all about living life elevated.
We're talking heavyweight chenille, skull hoodies, vibrant t-shirts with bold statements, and even some sleek accessories like snapback hats and comfy socks. And let's not forget those live life elevated gym shorts, perfect for the summertime.
And they got a deal for Awjiz listeners. They're offering an exclusive 20% off their entire shop. Just use the promo code Awjiz, AWJIZ, when you check out.
Dive into their collection of fashion-forward pieces that do more than just look good. They're about making a statement, breaking down barriers, and sparking conversations.
Sparking. I like that. Whether you're looking for something casual, like a gas emoji t-shirt, or something that stands out like THC logo crew socks, THC, the Urban Connoisseur, has got you covered.
Check out their full range and take your style to the next level at theurbanconnoisseur.com. And remember to use special promo code AWJIZ for 20% off your purchases.
And now,
Let's get back to the show. I'm sure there are some guys that are like halal in the streets and then, real dirty in the sheet stuff.
Well, thing is, in Islam, you're supposed to have oral sex with women.
You're supposed to? I don't know if you're supposed to have oral sex.
When you're married. When you're married, oral sex is allowed. Anal sex is not allowed, even if you're married to a woman.
What if it's my butt?
Just anal sex because in general is not allowed. So it just said, it just said no anal sex.
No anal sex ever.
No anal sex, yeah.
What about a hand job?
I think that's still, is hand job really sex?
No.
Yeah.
It's a chore for both people.
It's just friends hanging out.
Yeah, just some dudes drinking beers, watching the game.
Like, for example, I'm gonna paint a scenario for you, right? Let's say you're hanging out with one of your friends, right?
Yeah.
Female friend, right?
Okay.
Let's say she's kind of cute, not like the baddest chick around, but she's a friend. 100%, that's all you see her.
Half a tumbleweed.
Exactly, half the tumbleweed. All right, and she's like, you guys are both watching a movie together at a movie theater. Just let's say whatever. You're so into this movie, right?
Yeah.
You're super into it,
And I tell you right now, even if I'm not into the movie, I would choose the movie over the hand job.
No. Hear me out. You're so into the movie that you start getting an erection because you're in. Not that the movie's sexual.
Yeah, you're watching the Muppets. Muppets Christmas Carol. Like, what the fuck? What movie's giving you an erection, bro?
Something is triggered inside you.
The
all right?
Dark Knight.
No. Let's say you're watching a movie that has to do with like something you find attractive. Like, let's say you're really into trains, and then there's a train scene, and all of a sudden you start getting an erection.
Thomas does have a nice caboose.
Exactly. So Tom is a train. So you're watching that, and then she realizes, and her being such a great friend is like, okay, I'm not gonna have sex with this guy, and she just starts like stroking it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be like, oh shit, yo, stop, this is kind of weird? Or you'd be like, I'm gonna enjoy this movie, please continue what you were doing?
No, I'd be like, bitch, I could do it myself.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I don't want a hand job. I've never liked a hand job. No guy's ever liked a hand job.
I disagree.
You like hand jobs?
I mean,
In that scenario, you'd choose the hand job?
if I could have other things, I would choose other things.
Yeah, but you would choose a hand job. If she offers you a hand job in that situation, you're taking it?
I would find out my limitations, and if that's the bare
That's what you-
minimum,
yeah, that's what
that's
she's
what I'm
offered.
getting. I'd be like,
That's the deal.
I'd be like, you could start, and I could see how you are, how you are with your rhythm.
I used to date a climber. Worst hand jobs ever, bro. Oh, dude. She putting chalk on her hands before. Dude, if you fucking boulder or climb or any of that shit, don't give your man a hand job. All right, that shit hurts.
What about any girl that works out, like deadlifting?
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Because they have to.
I don't want to jerk off with calluses. You know what I'm saying? I can just do it myself. My hands are softer than yours.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Wow. So wait.
I don't like hand jobs. I don't like blowjobs either, though.
You like hand jobs? You don't blow jobs?
like either.
You just like sex.
Yeah, I love sex. I have a strict validation thing. You already know that's what I mean, right? How much validation.
For sure.
I like to make sure the other person is feeling great and then tells me I'm doing a good job. That's important to me.
Okay. So that's why you like going down on chicks? Because they're just like,
They like it.
They like it. All right.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the process. I learned to enjoy the process.
Sure.
But it's not, they like it.
Do you remember the first time you went down on a chick?
Oh, the first time I ever had sex. I was terrible at it. I didn't know what I was doing.
Interesting.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Okay.
And she's like, what are you doing? And she said that to me. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
I see. I see. Do you
Yeah.
think she was enjoying any part of that? Because it's your first time having sex.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Wow.
It was bad.
Were you sober?
No.
The first time you had sex, you were drunk.
I'm not like wasted, but I had a few drinks.
You know what's funny? That guy Nadeem talked about having sex with a girl after he took steroids.
What do you mean?
He took steroids, I think, when he was in high school. And then the first time he had sex was after high school.
Oh, he did steroids before he had sex?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So
So no one's ever seen his true balls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't really matter, right?
I guess.
I mean, I've been hearing a lot about, this is
Do ladies like balls?
do women do things to balls to you?
Sometimes.
Okay. What do you like the ball action?
If they know what they're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a little bit of ball action.
I see.
I like when they caress the balls.
Just play with it kind of thing?
Like when they're like, if they're, blowing me,
I see.
they're just holding it.
Okay, someone actually said this, and I think it's an interesting question to ask.
Yeah.
How do you know a woman is good at sex?
Really, it's just about enthusiasm,
I love that answer.
right?
I love that answer.
It's all about enthusiasm. How much they seem like they're enjoying it. I personally like a little bit of talking,
Got it.
stuff like that. That's about it.
Give me themes that they are allowed to talk about. Their ex?
The 2012 49er season. The great season.
She's just naming the roster.
Just the roster. Terrell Owens, Jeff Garcia.
Their height and weight.
Like, damn, girl, slow down. I'm gonna come. No, a girl who just seems
Enthusiasm's a great answer.
enthusiasm, talks, asks questions.
Okay, cool.
Like questions that are related to it, not like science questions. Like, why is the sky blue? Like, bitch, that's not the time.
What's a vesicle when it comes to a prokaryotic cell or something?
Yeah. What is the mitochondria? Like the powerhouse of the cell.
You are a nurse.
Oh, it's not even. We're not even posting that. God damn it. But
Yeah. So how do you know she's okay? Enthusiasm. Talking. You said dirty talking.
Dirty talking.
Yeah.
Asking questions. Suggesting things.
Okay. Being open.
Being open-minded.
Open. I love open.
Pretty much being present. Because a lot of, like I said, the worst thing is a starfish, right? The woman just kinda, like, they just takes it. You're like, what the fuck is it? Why are you having sex with you?
Exactly.
Weirdo.
Is that like at what
I haven't
point?
had sex. I haven't really hooked up with a starfish since I was like 19, 20.
Sure.
So
Makes sense. It's more like a
young,
younger,
Yeah,
inexperienced
they don't know what they're
person.
doing.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, you're in their defense. You're also inexperienced.
No, I have no idea what I'm doing either.
Exactly.
I'm trying to just pound as hard as I can.
You're
it's
like,
different.
That's what's happening. You
Yeah.
know? You're trying to like hold your breath, think of math questions so you don't come too quick.
Yeah. What do you think of? Math questions? That's your move?
I just count backwards.
I think of a very specific thing.
Tell me.
You ever seen Scary Movie 4?
Is that the one where Shaq cuts off his leg at the beginning?
I think so.
Keep going.
Is that? Maybe it's 3. I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is Leslie Nielsen is the president. Do you know who that is?
I
The
know.
old guy.
I love that guy.
He's so funny.
He's so
But he's naked in a scene,
okay.
and that's the scene I think of.
What is he doing in that scene?
He's just walking around butt ass naked, and it makes me laugh every time.
He's naked in a lot of movies.
Yeah, but you see his old butt crack, and every time I'm like, I'm about to come, I just think of that, and then it goes away.
I see.
Yeah.
Has that ever like really turned you off that you lost your erection? Because I think of an old man's butt.
No. That's the thing is you try to think of something that still gets you going, but it's like not your favorite.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's really good.
Yeah, you want it to be a borderline thing.
That's important. I think that when you're having sex,
Yeah.
hypothetically, when you're,
Most sexual episode we ever had.
I think we should have a sex episode.
This is the sex episode. You should title it the sex episode.
I'll call this is the sex episode. Yeah. Listen, this comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I like it. I think that when having sex with any girl, or like whoever your partner is, like whether it's when you meet someone like a hookup situation versus the relationship sex,
Yeah.
and I hate to say it, but there is a difference. There,
Between hookup and relationship?
when you meet,
Continue.
when you meet someone initially, right? This is kind of asking you a question.
Yeah.
You have certain moves. There's certain go-tos that you got
Of course.
that makes you feel good potentially. That you're like, I like this position for me.
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know where to start with a girl that's hookup versus a girl that you've been smashing for a while? You guys got it down at a certain point.
Yeah.
All right.
No, the thing is, every woman has a different combination. You know what I'm saying? So
Tell me more.
So you're using a fucking PlayStation remote
Yes.
on a fucking Xbox. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta learn the moves.
Interesting.
But that's what I'm saying. You gotta ask questions. You gotta be open minded.
Okay.
You know?
But
Both of
isn't
you.
that a little bit of a turnoff?
No, it's
Like imagine having sex with someone and they're like, "Do you like this?" or whatever. They could see it as like, "Oh, this guy."
you have to know how to ask. You can't be like, "Is this okay?" Like you. There's the body language and stuff, and you want to reaffirm consent with certain things.
For sure.
Like, if you don't just be like, "Oh, gotcha, bitch," start choking her. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, "Is this okay?"
For sure.
You know, it's like little things like that. Like,
Yes.
is this okay? You know?
Yes, exactly.
And yeah, the first time, you figure it out, but then maybe you do it multiple times that night or whatever. Then
Yes.
by the third time, it's fucking amazing.
Has a woman ever told you something during sex and it's a hookup, and then you're like, I'm not comfortable with that, or no, or you've always been like, I'm ready, or let's go on to it. It could be anything, but it could be
Never during sex.
never. That's what I mean.
No one has ever been like, do this. No one has ever asked me to do something. And I'm like, no, thank you. I'd rather not.
I see.
I think maybe one girl asked me to spit on her.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
Okay.
I'm not spitting on chicks.
I see.
That's gross.
Got it.
Especially like on their face or something.
Yeah. I think if they're okay with it, I'm okay with.
Not spitting on people. I don't know. It's weird to me.
Yeah, spitting is weird.
Especially like you use it for lube. It's one thing,
Sure.
Like,
I
get that.
I don't
but,
even
like-
get that, to be honest.
But like she's like I don't know. I've seen people like it was like
Yeah.
lady, why would I spit on your?
For sure.
But I don't know. People are into some fucking crazy shit, bro.
If they're into it, by all means,
I think
it's all
porn
good.
is also like really moved the Overton window of like what is chill and what isn't. People are
100%.
doing crazier and crazier shit now, especially at a younger age. Like
Yeah.
everybody chokes.
Yeah.
Choking is like
No.
weird not to have choking. sex
Exactly,
now,
exactly.
For the young generation.
For sure.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have. I think it's different. I don't know if it's good or bad. I think you shouldn't learn about sex through porn. I know that's not good
Why?
because it's unrealistic.
Okay. But like, where would you learn sex from? If your family is not going to talk to you.
if your family doesn't talk to you, just by having sex, and like with your partner and asking questions, that's how you should learn.
Okay. Okay.
You should be lucky enough
Yes.
to find someone who likes you enough to let you figure it out with them.
All right. Let me ask you a question. All
Okay,
right.
go.
If you're in math class,
Oh,
you're in home economic class, you're in any class.
Yeah, bro. What I'm saying is you're in third grade math, right?
Yes.
You shouldn't be going into calculus and be like, all right, I gotta do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But if you, all right, want to learn calculus, it's best if you watch a
You gotta
movie
learn the
about
basics,
a Mexican.
though.
Okay.
You gotta learn. I'm sorry. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, if you want to learn calculus, you gotta watch a movie from a Mexican teacher that's teaching all these hoodlums how to succeed in mathematics.
Yeah. You gotta stand and deliver that dick, dude.
Is that what the movie's called?
Yeah. Stand and deliver.
I'm glad you watched that movie.
Yeah, I watched every movie.
That was
bro.
a weird movie.
Yeah, dude. That's a great reference.
It's like, what's calculus? Do you remember that scene?
I'm the only one here cooking wasabi. What's calculus?
Yes, exactly.
That guy wasn't even Mexican.
He wasn't?
He's
He was
Filipino.
Filipino. He looked Filipino.
He was Filipino, dude. That's Lou Diamond Phillips.
Wow.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a famous Filipino actor.
Yeah, he actually got one of the highest marks
Yeah.
at the end. It was 5. 5 was the highest mark you could get.
What kind of fucking test is this? There's 5 questions.
No, it was just
Yeah,
on the scale that we're talking about.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before I interrupted you?
What a fucking. I thought you were gonna go Goodwill Hunting reference.
Which one?
You don't know Goodwill Hunting? Matt
know
Damon, he's a fucking
Yeah.
janitor.
I do
And
know.
he does math on the board.
Yes.
You're like that. You're like a sex savant.
That's fucked up. See, you can't do that. That one can't work, and we can't go into the details of why we can't talk about that one. It could work, but the reason it can't. But okay, the reason I brought up mathematics is because when you learn about sex, you're at a young age, and when you get the most excited about sex is when it's something new to you. So again, a young age, you're like, oh, I'm discovering pornography, or I'm seeing social media. Somebody's just like twerking or whatever. It's making me feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So, but you're saying don't learn sex from porn, but if I'm trying to learn a subject, especially today when people are reading less, I would watch a video, instructional video on how to do it.
And I think maybe watch more softcore stuff or like more passionate porn because that's the thing.
That is a thing.
But that's not what people are watching, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're watching. They're
Wow.
watching gangbangs, bro. And they're trying to. Can you imagine your first time being a gangbang?
Your first time having sex and it's a gangbang? Is that what you're trying to say? Damn, that's weird.
That's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah, but
I can't imagine that.
yeah, I don't wish that.
Yeah, I'm not really a team player.
No, especially not.
Yeah.
Even like the threesomes where it's 2 women, 1 me.
Yeah.
Not the vibe.
Well, it depends on how close they are with each other. If they're super fucking with each other, it's okay.
Bro, I ain't got enough dick to go around, bro.
It's not enough to can you last long enough?
I could beat 1 chick. I can't beat 2.
Why not?
I could.
How many
The
how
thing
many
is, the
minutes
problem
can you
is
have
it's
sex?
Exhausting.
It is exhausting, but like if you're in
It's also hard to focus. You don't know where you're supposed to be, you know?
I see.
It's a different game.
Yeah, it's a different game.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I don't get me wrong. I love doing it.
Excellent.
It hasn't happened to me often. But I'm just saying it's hard. It's hard to I'd rather just do the one-on-one. I'd rather just make one person happy.
I would say
than fail at making 2 people happy.
yeah.
You know?
That's a good one. I think that when you have a threesome or something like that, versus just having a solo with one person who's like really down to do anything, I would take the solo person almost every single time. You know, a solo girl that's a freak versus 2 girls that just want to have basic sex.
What about 2 freaks?
2 freaks is wild because I don't have that experience.
Yeah.
I can't speak on that.
What I want is
Yeah.
the 2 freaks to fuse. You know what I'm saying? I want them to do the whole.
Yeah.
They should become one super freak.
What if they fuck up and they're a fat one?
Yeah, the fat one.
But they're still a freak.
Because if you miss,
Yeah.
you get deformed.
Yes.
That's such a deep cut for nobody.
Nobody.
None of the ladies watched. I feel like ladies didn't watch Dragon Ball Z.
Some did because they had brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's I don't know.
But okay, so we talked about freaks, all right? So if you have, if
Pull
you,
the shit in here.
yeah, whatever, fuck it, it's good for the cameras. But like, if how you know a girl is good at having sex, and I think
Enthusiasm, willing to do stuff, ask questions,
yes,
open-minded,
down to do.
talks.
I think like, okay, whether it's the guy or the girl, like maybe the girl's the one that's like, we should try this, or the guy's like, whatever. I think that when you're dating someone and you're serious with someone, it would be great to have that type of communication where you could just be like, let's try this, let's do this, let's.
Well, it's not just communication; it's comfortability. You feel comfortable enough with the person that you
Facts.
can ask them, "Hey, can I do this? Or do
Yeah.
you want to do this?" You know?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
But
nice.
the earlier thing you brought up, which was genius, actually, I didn't think you were going to go there, which is awesome. But there's a lot of girls, a lot of Muslim girls that feel this way. Since they've been like so shamed of sex, there's actually a thing where they're afraid to be penetrated. So some girls are just like, they really have to be in the mood for you to like have sex with them or something, because they've grown up thinking this is the worst possible thing, and their whole life they've been
Yeah.
stopping it.
For sure. I had guilt surrounded around my sex life for a very long time.
Really?
Mostly because it's with dudes.
Okay.
Okay, we got to do some gay jokes. Come on, guys. Come on, you got to know who we are. No, yeah, no, I think that's something that's really hard to get over.
Yeah.
Just that guilt, even when you get married, I think.
When they get married,
Even
they even
when
have
it's like-
kids and stuff.
Like a consensual marriage under God, they
Yeah.
still have that guilt because it's hard to undo. You know?
For sure. Like, how do you stop thinking like, okay, I have to turn off this one part of my brain that's thinking about sex. Maybe I focus on school, whatever the case is. And now you're an adult, you're married. Now career takes over or something else, motherhood, whatever you want to call it. But it's still that suppression of sex. And then guys are usually, you can find the quietest guy or the most extroverted guy, whatever. They're both like, I want to smash. They're both like, they're both usually, most guys are just usually freaks.
But even then, we still like like I said, I had guilt associated with it. So like I would bust a nut and be like, I feel weird. I don't like being here.
Okay. But what if it was like a serious relationship? There's still guilt. Hooking up is
I've gotten
different.
over that.
Okay.
But I'm saying early my like relationships that were like long term.
Oh, wow.
What am I doing?
Why did I have sex with this person?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you committed a sin
Yeah,
because it was out of wedlock?
exactly.
I see.
But now it's like, I don't
Do you know what I would do? Before I had sex, I always prayed.
I think that's worse.
I was like, please God, I'm praying.
God, abort this baby.
No.
Please God, protect me and my penis. What would you?
No, not even that. I just
What
say,
kind of?
I'm
You have a whole khatam before you pray and shit.
similar to that. Yeah, I'm praying to the fact that I'm having sex with this woman. I appreciate her. I have love for her, and I hope that this is allowed.
adorable.
Yeah, so
That's actually so cute.
I do pray, and they're usually there. Why I make this prayer. Sometimes I make the prayer right after as well,
Yeah.
and then because I'm God conscious, and Islam is part of me, so I can't pretend like God's not watching.
See, I would pray to the Satan, like Shaitan was like, make sure this whore is into it now. Get her freak out of her possessor.
That's hilarious. Imagine Muslim dudes super mad on Ramadan because Shaitan is locked away and their wife is no longer a freak.
She's just an angel now.
She's just doing missionary. And he's like, oh, this is the worst shit ever. He can't wait until Ramadan's over. He doesn't even care about the food thing. But
Are you allowed to have sex during Ramadan?
not when you're fasting.
Yeah, I don't know. Like even after, like at night.
I think you are, yeah.
Yeah, I don't be having sex during Ramadan.
You don't be having sex?
Yeah, I try. Like when I fast, I don't drink and I don't do anything during Ramadan. I was like celibate, sober. But I guess it's not. I'm not in a marriage. So
Yeah.
that's still-
Or like a serious relationship
Yeah.
with a Muslim girl.
yeah. Oh, do you think that makes a difference?
I think that 100% makes a difference because you can't just be like, most guys that I know that are like dogs, they just be like, hey, it's Ramadan. They just let their roster know we'll talk in a month. And they actually do what you do.
Yeah.
They go celibate.
Yeah, I'll still hang out with them. I'm not gonna disappear from them.
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, dude, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, but
You're just hard around.
Like, I gotta enjoy your company for 30 days. Oh.
This is a sex episode.
This is the dirtiest episode by far.
Yeah.
We
I-
horny, dude? What's going on?
I don't know. We have topics and we didn't touch.
Let's do one more topic.
You want to do one more topic?
One more topic. Should
Okay.
we do a break or we just jump into the next topic?
Let's just jump into the next topic.
Here we go.
All right.
Let's finish hard.
Cool. Speaking of everything when it comes to sex and as a child.
Yeah. How do we feel about Palestine? No. It just brings us. No, guys.
As a kid, like you discovered sex early. I discovered sex early. I discovered it through porn. You discovered it through porn. Yeah. It's fucked up that now there's another generation of kids.
Yeah.
Whether it's your nephews, nieces, or inshallah your own kids, you know. Do you think about like how you would like teach them about sex?
I don't know how how would you have a talk with your own kid about sex? You know, like
Yeah. How would you do it?
I would do the exact same thing my dad did.
Do nothing?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Let them find their way. Or I don't know how you teach people shit, right? You throw them into the deep end. So
Yeah.
throw my son into an orgy. Like, learn to fuck.
I saw this like one Mexican like dude who's like, my son, he's 12 now or something. We're gonna get him a prostitute.
That's fucking insane.
And he went to a prostitute and the woman was like super fat.
Oh.
And
Don't
this
do that,
this
dude.
guy was like nervous, and then he went there, and then like 3 minutes later, the kid comes out like smiling, and then you're like, this guy just got sexually abused, and the father paid for it, and then he was just happy, like thinking like that's what it is. And then
Yeah.
I was
No,
like,
see, I know homies who lost it to like sex workers.
yeah,
And like I had a homie where like one of his uncles bought him a sex worker when he was like 14.
yeah,
And he was like, yeah, it was an older lady, but she was cute. And I'm like, how do you feel? It was cool. And I'm like, you got like assaulted, right?
yeah,
That's like a crime.
yeah,
You have trauma probably. He's like, no, it's cool. But I think, sex with men and women is so different.
yes,
And we don't care about men's trauma at all.
not when it comes to sex.
Now when it comes to sex, especially.
Yeah, because they're always seen as what's the opposite of the victim?
The perpetrator.
The perpetrator, sure.
Yeah.
The culprit, whatever.
Yeah.
Like they're the ones who are initiating everything. But okay, the reason I bring up the kids and everything is because when I was a kid and I learned about sex, the last thing I wanted to do was have sex with my classmates. Like just because I learned about pornography, I didn't be like, can't wait to do this with women. I was just like, oh, when I'm an adult, this is what adults do. So I always found adult women attractive.
So that's an interesting thing for me. I've learned as I get older,
Sure.
I find women my age, even a little bit older, more attractive. And I've always kind of had that range.
Interesting. What do you mean
So
that range?
Whatever my age is, I find a few years younger and a few years older attractive.
Your whole life.
My whole life.
Okay.
And as it goes up, that number also goes up.
Okay.
And I guess that's a good thing. Thank God it stay at a low number.
Okay. Should we dive into your psychology of it?
We can. I don't know if there is a lot of thinking. It's just something I like.
I mean, you have two older sisters. Your parents were also at a later age in their life when they had you.
Yeah.
So the women maybe you've interacted with were always older. Not saying you were attracted to them,
Yeah.
but there was some sort of comfort you saw with older women than younger. And that could be a possibility. I'm just like
Yeah.
asking.
Well, my ex was like 7 years younger than me. So it's like,
Yeah, but
okay.
you're not constantly dating women like that.
Yeah.
That was just one example.
Exactly. All the other ones have been my age. Someone I'm talking to is older than me now. So
Well, also in her defense, the ex that's 7 years younger,
Yeah.
you probably thought she was 7 years older
wait, what do you mean?
because of her ethnicity.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because you can't tell Asians what.
Yeah, you can't tell certain ethnicities.
Yeah. Mr. Miyagi's actually 12. What do you got?
No, after a certain age, they just drop off,
Yeah.
and then they go like
That's
look,
true.
looking
Well,
like
I think I was literally saw this could be bullshit. I saw a
Sure.
TikTok because they eat a lot of fish.
and that makes them.
Them look younger. Their skin.
Then why all of a sudden it hits them?
Oh, eventually it's gonna catch up to you, bro.
Damn it! You can't just eat fish forever, kind of thing. It kills you, fucks up your brain.
Yeah, eventually it just becomes like mercury poisoning. But yeah, no, like when I was like 15, 16, I found my classmates attractive
Oh, you did.
for sure. But I also found older women attractive at that time.
That's interesting.
But yeah,
Go back to you finding your classmates attractive.
yeah. But
I'm
also,
s-
even when I was like a child,
Yeah,
I had crushes on chicks in my grade. You never had that?
I did for sure. I had crushes on
Different
chicks.
what? then what are you talking about then?
But in my mind, after even I've discovered pornography, I was thinking that the peak.
Well, I didn't know what I wanted to do to them, but I'd be like, I'm gonna kiss their belly buttons or whatever.
No,
you know?
I didn't even think that. I was thinking like making out with a chick or kissing with a girl is peak. Like that's the most. Like
Yeah.
that's sex. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that's what it was. But forget about that right now. Let's just talk about you talking to a chick and you're like, I found her attractive. Do you remember going up to a girl saying like your riz or whatever it was, maybe successful or maybe failing? I think our fans would like to know something like that.
Like in the beginning or just
Like in the
ever?
beginning, I'm talking about like your middle school or high school, if you had middle school.
No, I was a coward for a very long time.
Tell me the non-coward moments.
It didn't come till like senior year of high school is when I started being comfortable. I was like a late bloomer with that kind of stuff.
You never talked to a girl
I talked
in
to
that
women.
way.
I don't think I ever like flirted or like. I think is in high school, multiple women told me they liked me,
Okay.
and each time I was like, I don't care. I was
Interesting.
like, I'm fucking cool. And then the girl would come up to me and she like, hey, my friend likes you.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I know, and just walk away. I thought it was the coolest shit.
Nice, nice.
But it was more I was just like scared to fucking do any of these shit.
That 100% makes sense.
And a lot of them, they were like, some of them were attractive, but some of them were like, And so it was like,
I get it.
but I was extroverted in high school as fuck, and I was like, you know,
You were extroverted, but not with women?
no, I was. The thing is, I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't rizzing. I was just trying to be funny.
Okay.
And the thing is, a lot of these women found me funny, and they like thought I was attracted to me.
Yes.
But then they would like tell me, or they would show the obvious ass signs.
Yes.
And I would just not pick up on it, or just not care.
Facts.
You know.
I get that.
And then, yeah, and then like 17, 18.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay. I started going to parties.
Okay. That helps.
And once I was at parties, then a little bit of alcohol, and I was like in my element. Then there was no problem. Then I knew what it was.
Ooh.
You know, when someone was talking to me, I knew there's a chance. And I had my boys who were like make fun of me because I was still a virgin, and they all got laid.
Tell me about that pressure about being a virgin.
Dude, it's the worst when you're the last out of the crew, because they make the thing is like I didn't care to not be a virgin. Is it better, Dad? I let it go. It's okay. We did the one camera.
Yeah.
I didn't care to not be a virgin. You know, I was happy as a virgin.
Okay.
It was just the pressure of all the boys calling me like gay and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, well, I can't not be a virgin. You know?
For sure.
And then yeah, I did it.
Damn. Do you have any stories of you like succeeding with a girl? Don't say sex, but I mean like you said a girl and then maybe she's like, I don't know, you can hold my hand or something. Like,
I don't have
shit.
those like cute little beginning stories. I went from 0 to 100.
Oh shit.
Once I found out, once I started like realizing, because I was always funny, always.
Yeah.
Even at that age, I was fucking at house parties. People just listen to me talk.
That's it.
I would walk in and people would lose their shit.
Fire.
They knew we were doing shots and we were
Yes.
gonna listen to stories of that would doing wild shit.
Gotcha.
That was my funniness back then. I would just tell stories.
Interesting.
And then chick would like, take my hand, take me to the room,
Ooh.
And then, it is what it is.
Okay, so parties, you were able to do something.
Yeah, I was.
But was
doing
there alcohol
stand-up.
there?
There was alcohol for sure.
So that helped.
Alcohol 100% helped in the beginning. I needed it.
Any sober moments where you failed, where you went to a chick saying, "Hey, I like you," or "Let's do this," and the
Yes.
chick's like, "No."
I remember my boy brought 2 girls over.
Ooh.
And he was like, I'm going to smash this chick in this other room. You, good luck.
Okay.
And then I was hanging out with her, we're just chilling.
Yes,
in the
yes.
room, and I'm like, putting my arm around her, and she looks at me, and I'm like, okay. And then I go in for the kiss, and she like stops me, and I'm just like,
With a hand?
with the hand.
Ooh.
I was like, well, she's like, nah, I'm not feeling you like that. I'm like, okay. And then we just sat there awkwardly.
Yes.
While the other 2 finished up.
I see. Were you watching TV or something?
Yeah, we're watching TV in the living room.
Okay,
And
solid.
then I just went in. We were talking.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't just go in like willy nilly.
I see.
I was like, all right. It was like 40 minutes of just chilling with this chick before I was like, all right, time to fuck.
40 minutes. Your man's killing it.
Yeah, dude, the boy was putting in work.
He's putting in work. You put in work twice.
yeah, a few times. So I was like, okay, let's go for it. And then she's like, no, god damn it. So yeah, there's stuff like that. But most of the time, I've read the signs, and I don't know if I ever told this on the pod.
Sure.
Early in my days, like I went on 3 dates in like 1 week, 3 different chicks.
I don't know the story.
first date, I went with this chick. I asked if I could kiss her at the end of the night. And I took her home. Like I walked to her door, and I was like, "Can I kiss you?"
Yes.
And I kiss her,
Yes.
and everything's good. And she texted me like, "It was really cute that you asked. That was really nice. Appreciated that."
Sick.
I was like, "All right, cool. I'll just ask going forward."
Fire.
And then I go on this date with this other chick, and I the same thing. I'm taking her home, and I ask, "Hey, can I kiss you?" She's like, "Yeah, no problem," kissing me.
Nice.
And then I was like, "Okay, so this is the move." And then the third time I go, I take this chick home, and I'm like, "Can I kiss you?" And then this other chick starts laughing in my face.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? You never asked, dork."
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I don't know what women want
Yes.
at all. I'm
Yes.
so fucking confused.
100%.
So it's all over the place. And I realized I fucked that story up
Let's hear it.
because the first time I didn't ask.
Did not
The
ask.
first girl I did not ask. I went for it.
Yes.
And she was like, it was cool that you kissed me. I had no problem with it, but I prefer you ask. Is what it was. And the second girl I did ask.
Damn it.
She's like, it was nice that you. It was like,
I
it's cool that you
three
asked.
little pigs.
And then the third one was just like, blew the house down with, "You're a fucking loser.
Yes.
Don't ever ask." But to me, better to ask.
For sure.
It's just, give them a heads up.
Today,
Today, I would ask,
I see.
yeah, I would ask probably. I don't know. I don't know what the moves are.
I see.
You feel it out, body language, but some people are like, it kills the game when you ask.
Yeah.
Like it ruins the moment.
I would agree with those people.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'd rather.
Unless you ask in a funny way or a clever way or like not like, "Hey, can we please have a kissing session
Yeah,
for
you
this
don't be a
moment?"
fucking robot
You
about
know,
it.
like
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you sound regardless of what you think you sound
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
The moment you ask that. But if you're just kind of like, "Oh shit, what the hell?" And then
Oh, blindsider with it?
now it's a blind set.
What's that? My lips.
No, you could just be like, hey, like wrongly assume her perfume and be like, "Hey, is that Chloe perfume that you're smelling?" She's like, "No, not at all. This Chanel." I'm like, "I can't even smell that. Hold on a second."
Yeah.
Like it's still a move.
I get it. I see what you're saying.
But-
think with I don't even know what my move is nowadays. It's always different.
Now it's just
But I think you you riz them up and then maybe get close,
yeah.
like you're going to, and then ask, and then go for it.
That's all the above. Is that what it is?
You do all of the moves, dude. Hey, you're not catching me slipping, bro. I'm not catching a case.
It's 2024. Yeah, it's fucked up.
different.
Yeah, it's a different one.
I think women like being asked. I don't fucking know. I think
It depends on the woman.
it depends on my story of
Yes.
the three pigs.
Yes.
Oh, they're all very attractive ladies.
They had makeup on.
Oh, that's the perfect example. Every chick wants something different. You got to kind of fucking feel it out.
That's 100% true.
You know,
Exactly.
Some chicks want to be asked. Some chicks don't want to be asked. Some chicks don't give a fuck. And,
For
you know,
sure. For sure.
So
And like sometimes you could take it like this advice I think is cool. You could take it light and just kiss her on the cheek and see how she vibes with that.
yeah,
because,
I
like-
remember one chick I like hugged her.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go for the kiss.
Yeah.
That's actually a good move. You go for the hug. You hug her first. At
Yes.
night,
Yes.
And then when you slowly pull
Yeah,
away, you
that's
kiss.
a good move. That's a
You'll
great
kinda-
move.
you'll
That's
kinda
a
see
that's
right
a good
there.
move.
You'll
know
see.
because if she gives you a little opening, you know there's a reason.
She'll give you it. You know.
Yes.
You kind of. And then you look at her.
Oh.
And then it's, if she's pulls away at all, you're like, okay.
Yes.
But
That's
a good move.
a good one. Actually,
Some chicks won't even give you that good night hug. Like, if it's
yes,
really bad.
exactly.
She'll give you a side hug or
Ah.
something. If she gives you like a good old hug, you kind of pull away, you kind of look down,
Yes.
and then you go for it.
Facts.
And if
Facts.
you're a shorter guy, you look up and you get on your toes and you kiss her.
100%. Sometimes, like when I meet a chick, and like it's my first interaction with them, I learned obviously because okay, let me give you a little background because you've been going in a little bit as an Afghan American, but you have to think about me. I'm Afghan now in Canada, right? So my game comes from Bollywood,
Oh, shit.
which is all you got to do is find a girl that you think is beautiful.
You have to get a pole or a tree, just go up there and do this around it and try to kiss her.
I wish it was that easy. I'm by the trees of my school. No one's following me.
You have to kill her other husband.
Exactly. So, but what was happening was, and my father and her father have beef.
Yeah. But before you kiss her, you have to dance for 20 minutes.
Why the fuck am I to agree to this? Anyways, so my first girl was brown, and now I'm playing. was actually.
Yeah, yeah.
And now she was like,
Yeah, your move is different because your move is you have to get engaged to her to kiss her.
have to get engaged, like
Yeah, dude.
commit to a dowry,
Yeah.
commit to all that shit just to be like, all right, we can hold hands now.
Yeah, dude.
Still got to go
What if
slow.
people are using our advice for their first kiss and it's their marriage wedding? We're like, can I kiss you at the altar?
No. They learned from this episode. The only thing that works is the hug thing.
The hug thing, yeah. You may kiss the bride. Come here.
You step back. Oh, she didn't look at me. Actually,
No,
next
okay.
time.
Okay, no, next time, ladies.
But what I was trying to say is like I was just trying to be like cute and romantic with girls like my whole life, and I would fail so badly. I would go up to girls. I'd be like, "Hey, you're cute," like school dance or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
would you like to dance? And I remember this one chick was like, "Oh God, he's asking me."
Oh my god.
Like, because I didn't care. My friends, I would go in a group of girls, right?
Yeah,
So there's a group of like 5 girls.
Yeah.
She gave me that. I remember this other chick, which we talked about in our lost episodes. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Speaking of devil,
Yeah.
but I was talking to this one chick, and I was in middle school, right? And I thought she was cute, but all my friends were like, "Dude, really? She's
That
not
ruins
even
it, dude.
hot.
That's
She's
the
not."
worst fucking feeling.
It didn't for me.
That's good. You have the confidence. That would have broke me. I'd be like, I guess I don't like her, I guess.
Well, the thing is, like, for me, it was just kind of like, and the person that said it was from a different school was like, "Dude, this girl's bad. This girl's bad. This chick out of all of them." And for me, because I'm such a dork, I liked her because she was smart and her leadership skills. I thought she was so like assertive
You're
and
so
stuff.
turned on by Kamala Harris right now, dude. Dude, that's a fucking leader. Look at the leadership on that chick.
I'm attracted to Kamala Harris because we share 90% the same name. That's why. It's like making out with myself.
Yeah, dude.
It's like
A to your name.
It's like Loki when he went to an alternate dimension and fucked himself. In another world, I could be president.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so I went up to this one chick, the one with the leadership skills or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I was grade 6, she was grade 7, right? So like,
Ooh. Man up high.
I liked her, and there was a class where grade 6 and 7 were together, computer class, we were together,
Yeah, yeah.
and I thought she was cool or something. I tell my older brother, who's grade 8, and he thinks it's hilarious to go up to her and be like, "Ha, my brother likes you,"
Oh,
right?
what a dick
So
move.
he says that shit to
That's
her.
so mean.
I was like, all right. And then I had a mutual friend with this chick.
Yeah.
And that guy, his name is Wally. Shout out Wally. And Wally was like, "Yeah, dude, she told me that she said ew. Like, how the fuck?"
Yeah, so I've had those moments.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, well, I think that girl's hella cute. And then someone would be like, all right. And then goes and tells her.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, sorry, buddy. She does not fuck with you. And I'm like,
Yes.
God damn, why don't you say anything? I can't just admire this person and tell my boys.
Especially when my boy was like, "Bro, she doesn't like you." And I'm like, "Dude, just tell me what she said." He's like, "You don't want to hear what she said."
Yeah, she
I'm
called
like,
you the N-word.
Back then it was allowed. But she was like, "Ew, ew, gross." And then what happened was like literally that day we had an assembly. So I'm on the bleachers and she's like one of the ones sitting down like further away. And I remember during this 2-hour assembly, I'm looking and she's staring at me. And I look away and she's still staring. So for an hour, me and her just having this stare.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know what this means.
What does it mean?
I don't
What
know.
did it mean?
Nothing, I guess. I don't know. She's good on her life. Whatever happened.
blind?
She's just, no. She actually wore glasses.
right.
No. She was. It was just kind of. I think like she knew that I liked her, but I had no social clout.
Yeah.
And she was actually one of the popular kids, regardless of the fact that she was smart, actually. So I didn't know about stuff like that growing up. I was like, as long as I show my love and be a good
You
boy.
learn pretty quickly. That means nothing, bro.
Damn,
Just because you love somebody doesn't mean they have to love you back. This is a hard lesson that men have to learn.
they have to learn that.
A lot of guys are like, no, but I love her. She should love me back. It's like, bitch, you ugly, bro. Work
Exactly.
out. Dude, be nice. Be funny.
Exactly.
Yeah, just because you love somebody doesn't mean they have to reciprocate it. It's a fucking reality of life.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I
I
just
think
thought,
we
yeah.
end it there on that little fun note.
Yeah. So let's just end it on something that people that have listened thus far can like maybe put like a fruit or something.
Okay, what did we say?
Banana.
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 Banana. Put a banana in the comments. Or if ladies, you're listening to this, you think we're wrong about all the shit we said about y'all, fucking tell us.
Yeah, tell
Teach
us.
and we'll talk about it on the pod.
Yeah, or if you want to comment not on a public platform, comment on Spotify because it's anonymous, especially if you have like a random if you have like a random thing. If you actually signed up and put your photos, which some people did.
Yeah.
But we can look at your comments and we can talk about it on the next episode of the Awjiz Boys.
For sure. We could call this episode like Kane teaches Dawood about the bees and the birds or something.
I was just gonna call it the sex episode.
The sex about what is the bees and the birds in Farsi? Do we have anything like that?
I think we do. But
Yeah.
what Zamburs and Paranda?
No, I'm talking about like the actual talk, not the translation.
There is
of
no
that.
talk, bro.
There's no talk?
There's no talk. We all share one bedroom, like everyone.
Yeah.
And then you just see someone fucking, and you're like, I guess that's what it
you
is.
gotta do.
I guess that's what you do with your cousins.
Oh,
Let's end on that.
okay. Let's end on that.
All right, guys. Thank you. Until next time.
You're watching Awjiz Boys Show.